I'm Marty McIntyre, and today I'm here with Usha Pant, and she's a student at Idaho State. And I'm going to talk to her a little bit today about what her experience has been like with our pre-stress studio there. Usha, can you tell me a little bit about yourself and what you've been doing with Mustafa in Idaho?
Yes. Hi, everyone. My name is Usha Pant, and I'm an international student from Nepal. I came here to US in 2017 for my bachelor's in civil engineering from Idaho State University. Currently, I already graduated from my bachelor's degree, and I'm in graduate school. This is my first semester, and I'm also doing my thesis in civil engineering, specifically in precast concrete.
What got you interested in precast concrete? Why did you choose that?
The thing was, I was not really familiar with precast concrete before, like before my bachelor's degree, and with the help of Dr. Mustafa Muscle, he specifically focuses on precast concrete, and I took his precast concrete class, and that made me gain a deep knowledge in the precast concrete, like what is precast concrete and why is it so popular these days, and that made me interested. And also I worked as an career path intern in uh, ISU, and focusing, like I used to work in precast concrete projects, so that made me even more interested in precast concrete.
Okay. So, what was that class experience like for you? You took the class last year with him, or?
Yes, I took the class last year. The class was called Precast Concrete Design Studio.
Hmm.
Yes, and the experience was really nice because the class was really practical. Not only like we had exams, but we also had to submit lab reports, and
Hmm.
we had frequent visits to like precast concrete industries with like class, and we get to see like how precast elements were made, and it was really nice and very practical based.
Did you have a lot of interaction with people from the industry in that class then? If you had a lot of visits with plants and everything?
Yes. Dr. Mustafa Muscle and another professor, Dr. Bruce Savage, both were the
Mhm.
like professors for the class, and we get to like many speakers like were allotted in class to speak. So it was like we get to hear from people who were very expert in this field, and yes, we had many speakers to speak on the industry.
So after you finish grad school, what kind of plans do you have career-wise?
After I finish graduate school, I think I would specifically like to work like in precast field, like structural field and design stuff. That's
Hmm.
my goal after I
Okay.
graduate.
Do many people stay local to Idaho when they finish there, or do most people kind of spread out around the country or the world?
I think most people are like the people I know who graduated from ISU. I think most people are like walk around in Idaho. Some people are like walk in Texas. The people I know. I
Mhm.
think, but I think because concrete is such stuff that I think that's useful everywhere. So I think people can walk everywhere in US or in outside the states.
Yeah. So, what about you? Are you going back to Nepal? Are you gonna?
My plan is to like after I graduate, I plan to work for a few years to gain enough experience, and then after that, I may return. And then after that, I plan to return back to Nepal. But I want to get like enough experience, and because like precast concrete is not that popular in Nepal, so I think I have to get enough experience to go there.
Are you doing any research with your master's degree? And
Yes, I'm doing a research. Like my thesis is on structural concrete, precast concrete panels, and yes, I'm doing research on that. Yes,
are you just starting to develop that now, or?
yes, I started developing the panel like starting this semester, and
Mhm.
I'll. So the panel is ready, but the testing will be done in the winter break. Actually, my thesis is like making a handbook Precast SCIP handbook. It's a structural concrete insulated panel handbook for like engineers, and it's for industry. They have like Dr. Mustafa assigned me to make the handbook for them.
Okay.
And yes, and it's also related to like industry, as well as I'll be making the panel in the lab.
Oh, wow. Did anything else really kind of surprise you or delight you about precast concrete when you were first taking the class?
I think the most thing that surprised me was like how precast concrete was so popular here. I
Mhm.
mean, when I came from Nepal, I didn't really know about precast concrete, and what I really had no idea about like how precast industry works and what are the elements and why is it so popular. But that thing like the when I saw so many speakers come speak in the class about their experience, and I get to learn that it's so popular, and I think it's very important in the field.
Is there anything else that we haven't talked about your experience with precast that we should talk about before we finish?
I just want to say that I think precast class should be like taken by every student. I think it's a really good experience. If even if students don't plan to pursue their bachelor's or master's in like precast concrete, specifically structural engineering, but I think it's a very good learning class for students as an elective class.
Well, thank you so much. I think you came to the convention last year, right? Didn't you? To the
Yes,
precast show?
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So hopefully this year you'll be able to come again when it's in New Orleans. But thanks for coming and spending a little bit of time with us and telling us about your experience. It sounds like you've had a very good experience with the Precast Studio.
Yes. All
Uh,
right. Thank you so much. It was really great talking to you.
good to talk to you too. Thanks.
Thank you.